my stilettos.
Welcome to the Stiletto Room, the unfiltered chat show where no topic is off limits. I'm Dina LaPolt, entertainment attorney, advocate, and tenacious trailblazer. Each week, I sit down with creative visionaries, iconic disruptors, and unapologetic originals to dive deep into work, life, love, LGBTQ plus journeys, social justice, and everything in between. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and let's get real. Because, baby, this is the Stiletto Room. Hi, you are in the Stiletto Room with one of my favorite people. You are going to love her. She is a badass bitch with feelings.
Yep.
Tamara Tee Kissen.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Stiletto Room.
We call her T. So I want to talk about all the things that you got going on.
Yeah, so I just dropped a new single called Bad, and the hook is called Bad. The hook is Bad Bitches Got Feelings.
Yes.
And it's just because we do. Like, I feel like a lot of times people just think, oh, she's so pretty, she's so beautiful, she's so hot, she's got this, she's got that. She don't give a fuck about nothing. But it's like, actually, like, there are some things that I am vulnerable about. Like, I'm still a person, I'm still a human, and I have feelings. And I feel like every bad bitch in the world does.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love that you put that out.
Thank
What is
you.
What is your future for the music? What's your plans?
I think, I want to just continue to create art and continue to express myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that the people that get it are going to continue to gravitate.
Yeah.
And I know that everything is going to just align the way that it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. I grew up on R&B, and you're like
Yeah.
that perfect blend of R&B meets pop.
Yes, you get it.
That's
See?
it. Yeah.
The girls that get it, get it.
Oh, yeah, you get it. You get it. Yeah, no, and those are, that music is sustainable. Like, it's a sure thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's a sure thing. That has been the backbone of American music culture since inception.
Yeah.
Think about that shit. It
For
goes
real.
from Etta James to Jill Scott to Mary J. Blige to Hi, My Name is T.
Period. I love that. I love that.
Exactly.
Okay? It's all
Yeah.
about the feeling.
Yeah.
Music is the soundtrack to life.
How do you want to do all these things? Because you're an actor, you're an actress, you're an artist, you create merchandise, you
Yeah.
create wardrobe. Like, tell me your goals and what's first, what's priority, what are we doing?
I think it's just continuing to just take it day by day and put my energy where it makes sense at that time. Like if I'm working on a show, then that's, where I'm giving my attention to. I make every talent and part of me a baby of mine.
Yeah.
So just making sure that I'm always giving love to all of those areas. Naturally, they're going to expand. And I'm organized. You know what I mean? I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
I make sure I know how to multitask.
Yes, you
know
do.
what I mean? So
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
it
Yeah, it's a
is.
blessing.
It is.
So when you're writing music, like what inspires you to write music?
I think it's just like whatever I'm in that space at that time.
Wow.
And who's ever in the studio with me too, always having fun with other creatives, other writers, producers, and just like feeling the vibe and like having conversations, just like how we do,
Yeah.
like just chat, just talk the shit, and then like whatever makes sense and like we know like, yeah, this feels good.
Yeah.
Like this just feels like right,
Yeah.
and then just creating from there.
You are amazing.
You
I mean,
are amazing.
No, you are amazing. I mean, everything you do, everything. You're in acting. You're in music. You did podcasts. I mean, you do every single thing. I got to ask you, like, where did you grow up? First of all,
I grew up in the Inland Empire, California. I'm a Cali girl.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, I also grew up in like San Diego, Orange County, so I'm kind of like all over the place.
Did you always want to be a creative
Yeah.
your whole life?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
I feel like my parents probably knew before I did, so they just kind of like let me be creative as a kid, and then it was just natural, like to me, and they were like, we gotta get her into everything she
Wow.
wants: piano lessons, swimming lessons, chess club, like acting, modeling classes, just any type of thing that they could like kind of like put in, like with my creativity, they wanted to.
And you loved it.
I loved it, and
You
I love
loved
it still.
Oh, you love
Yeah.
it too. Oh my God, it's so great working on all of your stuff, and your song is amazing.
Thank you.
Bad bitches got feelings. Bad.
Bad.
bitches- yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I want to talk about couple of things. Like with you, it's amazing how you put yourself first, and I think it is such an inspiration to other women. Like you own everything.
Mhm.
I love that because you know how it works in the music industry. People get taken advantage all the time.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
And you decided from a very young age that you were going to control your career.
No, for sure. I think that's like a big part of like me being independent is to make sure like I'm just a boss first and making sure that like nobody's going to play with me.
How did that happen?
What part? What?
That part. Like people learn that part, T, because they get fucked over.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they learn that part 40 years later. They're like, oh, now I'm going to, because they get they get stolen. They've signed contracts without a lawyer. They don't have a manager. I mean, you have like literally, like you create your own wardrobe. You have your merchandising line. Like you do so much stuff and you are just very clear about your vision.
Yeah, I think it's just like my intuition. Like I don't need to get played to know that I'm being played or about to get played.
Wow.
Like I'm paying attention to what's going on. If something doesn't feel right, like I'm going to trust myself before I trust anybody else.
Wow.
So I'm going to be like, yeah, this doesn't feel right and make like movement on that and be like, you know what? No, I'm not going to sign this without speaking to my lawyer or until I get a lawyer. If that was the case, like when I was young and I didn't have anybody helping me out, or actually, let me just actually read this from A to Z. You know what I mean? And like really see if this like is like in tune with where I'm trying to go. But I think that like really just paying attention. I think my mom helped me out a lot with things like that. Just always let me know, like, no matter who it is or no matter what the situation is, like, never, like, put yourself, like, in a place where you feel like your integrity or your character is going to be, like, questioned. And, like, you have to go. Because at the end of the day, like, I got to go to bed with myself at night.
Yes.
And if I don't feel good about the decisions I made, that's on me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to let anybody play with me because I don't play with me.
No, I don't play with you
and that's
either.
on period.
Period. I want to go back to the emotional intelligence and the intuition because so many times, especially young women, they don't follow their gut and they let themselves get talked out of what their intuition is telling them through boyfriends, parental figures, managers even. Like people literally will... They'll say an idea or something they want to do, and then someone else with an opinion, they will just pivot.
Yeah.
Instead of just following their intuition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that happens, and I feel like that's also something that we have to like learn, not even just like as a woman, but also in our human experience. Everyone's gonna have an opinion, and everybody's gonna think that they know what's best for you, but like. I don't know. It's just I feel like in a manner like your spirit knows, your like your intuition knows, your soul knows, because it's been here. So it's kind of in this like space where it's like you're here, but like yourself is also guiding you, like your higher self. And I kind of try to like take that into account when I'm making decisions for myself and my business.
Yeah, you're very unique.
Thank you.
I mean, you really are because you have such a spiritual way of how you move through the world. Like your frequency is high. So everybody wants to be around you. And the thing that is so amazing to me is that you have such a high barometer for yourself. Like people have to fit into your barometer. Like that's because you demand that from people. And it's not even something that you say. It's just the aura that you have. You know what I mean? It's just how you move through the world and how you want to like control what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like that always just came to you?
I think maybe not so much when I was young because I feel like we're already like programmed to be like, don't have a high expectations of people or don't take business personal. But like in my perspective, like business is personal and I should have high expectations of the people that are allowed in my life because they probably have like, high expectations of me. I have high expectations of myself. Right. So I need to be where I need to be. And if other people are going to be in my synergy, so do they. Right. So that we can match and meet each other and we can go far. Right. If I'm right here and someone else is right here, love you, babe, but maybe like we can't sit at the same table.
Right.
Like, I gotta go. I'm on a mission. I'm on my train.
That's very Tupac.
Really?
Yes. Yes, very Tupac.
I love
wow,
that.
that's amazing.
I'm on my train.
Yeah.
I'll make stops. You can get off.
Yeah, so
but
your
yeah.
first big thing was the Tyler Perry show, right? Or was it before that?
I don't know if that's like I would consider that my first big thing. I feel like everything I've done is big.
Always. Yeah, but your first thing that you took
Like-
control of your whole life and you were like, this is what I'm doing. And then it was like you're a multi-hyphenate and everything else kind of got built.
Well, with the acting, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Like in regards to
Mhm.
acting? Well, I started as a commercial kid.
Wow.
And like, I mean, I worked with brands like eBay, Google, CoverGirl. Like, so I kind of already like knew I was like, I'm on my way, you know? And acting with like all deaf digital when comedy wasn't like a thing, especially for girls that look like me. Like comedy wasn't a thing. So it was like, I kind of like broke that barrier on Instagram and stuff. So I always knew I wanted to be an actress. And I knew I was going to get there. I think that, you know, I've had like other roles in House Party and White Men Can't Jump or
Right.
You're Not Alone, like movies. But this was like, yes, my first series regular, Netflix.
Yes.
You know, I was really excited about that. And I feel like now I am like branching out into different places and spaces in the
Did you
acting.
like that, the Netflix series?
Yeah, I loved it. It was
Yeah.
great. Did
Yeah.
you like it? Did
yes,
you watch it?
of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, and your personality's off the charts.
Oh, thank you.
So, I mean, it doesn't seem like it comes natural to you to act, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've been doing it since I was a kid. Like they
Yeah.
put me in the acting classes, and I did like musical theater in school, and yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it definitely comes like second nature to me.
Very
now.
much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what about the music thing? Because you write your music.
Yeah.
And get to explain that process for me.
Well, I mean, with music, I've always sang, and I've always like wanted to be a performer. They used to have like perform in the living room for all their friends, like all
Wow.
my family members. But I think that I really started taking it seriously after I like made a song, and like my streams, as you know, were going like really good. My song "Fake Mad,"
Yeah.
and so many people loved it, and I got playlisted just so naturally.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, like people are hearing me, you know, in a way where it wasn't had anything to do with like my comedy or me being, attractive or anything like that. It was more so just like about the art.
Mm-hmm.
And once I realized, like, okay, like they get it, like my fans get it, and like I'm getting new people that are also like hopping on board. I was like, yeah, let's do this. Like, let's create and like let's just make magic. And that's kind of what I do when I make music.
Yeah, and you wrote this song. Like, what? I mean, you've always it's like your theme song.
Bad.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
bad bitches have feelings.
Yeah.
It's like it really is your theme song because you
Yeah.
put it all out there, and
Yeah.
I love that
you.
unapologetic original. That's what the podcast is. That's why you're on it, because you're an unapologetic original.
Yes.
And I love all the things that you're doing. Tell me, like, how you're dealing with what's going on in the state of the world today. It's depressing.
No, I mean, I try not to look at it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, life is not easy, but life also has ups and downs. And we're going to, like, go through them. You know, it's a cycle.
Yeah.
So I just kind of, like, try to always just, like, make sure that my mental health is, intact.
Yes.
You know, making sure I'm taking care of myself. You can put yourself as a
Yes.
priority first in career and business, but if you're not putting yourself first, like, internally, like, you're going to crash out.
That's right.
So I feel like always just making sure like I'm prayed up, to be
Yeah.
honest, and
Great.
just making sure I'm spending time with my family, things like
Yeah.
that, things that are important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too, because it's a big part of the book is not just intuition and emotional intelligence, but taking care of yourself. Like women, we have a whole different barometer to have to hold up to in business. Like literally, like you could go into meetings with huge men that are in like hoodies and sneakers. And we literally could not do that. You know, you could because you're an artist,
But I'd have to walk in with you in your suit.
That's right. I
Yeah.
got to walk in with my suit.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a thing. And it's one obstacle to get in the room. It's a whole other obstacle to stay in the room, and wellness is a big part of it. Like I tell people, we're not our mothers and we're not our grandmothers. You know what I mean? Like where, yes, the essentials, getting 8 hours of sleep at night, eating right, working out. Like these are all things. But now we have great stuff. We have medication. We have, hormone supplements. We have surgery if we need it. We have these guided beauty, intentional guided beauty treatments like, Sculptura and microblading and all these fabulous things that we didn't have when I was growing. Like, we did not have this. When I was your age, we didn't have this shit.
Right.
Like, and it makes a difference. It makes such a difference. And I tell women, like, very importantly, especially women in business, they get shamed about self-care. Like, it's they should not be shamed about it. Like, creatives aren't shamed about it.
Yeah.
Like, men are not shamed about it. But a lot of women, I feel like, are shamed about it, And I love changing that narrative for people, that they don't have to be shamed about it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like you definitely walk in with that. Like, even though, like, you still put on your suit and you're still, like, a businesswoman, you got the street smarts, everything. I still feel like at the end of the day, even if you did come in a sweatsuit, it's like you still would demand that same respect that you do when you walk in the way that you do.
Well, it's my bad bitch energy.
Period.
Period.
Yeah, no, for real, though.
Yeah.
You got to have that bad bitch energy.
Yeah.
You can't have no weak bitch energy.
No, and I think it's really important for, like, young girls today, you know what I mean? It's, like, very important that they have people that they could look up to.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to find mentors when I was young. I mean, we didn't have the internet and we didn't have all the shit that we have now. My biggest mentor was Afeni Shakur.
Oh, wow.
Yes, she was my person.
Wow.
Because after I got out of law school, I moved down here and I interned. I couldn't find a job. Look at this. I was a lawyer, okay? But because I was a fucking woman, okay, and I didn't go to the right law school, and I was a musician before, so I didn't major in political science, and I didn't have, like, lawyer parents.
Right.
Like, I couldn't find a job. So I had to intern for an entertainment lawyer in Century City while I waited tables at night to support myself.
Yep.
That's what I did as a licensed lawyer. And Tupac had just died. So one of their clients was the estate of Tupac Shakur. So I met Afeni. But I grew up on Afeni Shakur because my mother was really into it.
Okay.
So I knew who Afeni Shakur was. I didn't really listen to Tupac. My study partner did. In law school when he died, she went home. She was so depressed and upset. And I knew it was a tragedy, but I grew up on Afeni Shakur.
Wow.
And those teachings.
And then you manifested her to become your mentor?
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. I never even thought of it that way, but I manifested
You manifested her.
I did manifest her.
And, like, the whole hustle of, like, doing dishes and still being, like, an intern and, like, do people, like, because I know it was hard for you as a woman to become, like, everything that you are today, but, like, do people, like, regret, like, not giving you a shot when you were younger? You know what they say to me?
They go, why'd you decide to open your own firm? And I go, don't you remember? Nobody wanted me. And then they go, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, no, you were a fucking asshole.
You shut the door in my face.
Right, exactly.
And now look at me.
Some of these people, some of these colleagues, I call them, I've literally been able to sit with them years later and say, we were doing this deal very early on and you just really dismissed me or you treated me less than. And I could tell you every single one of these people that I've sat with, and they're all men, they've made a living amends to me.
That's good.
Yes, they were very upset that experience happened and how they treated me, and they literally have been amazing since that time.
Yeah. I mean, as they should.
Yeah.
I mean, no shade, but, like, do they know who you are?
Well, now, but back then it was hard, and I also was gay, so who the fuck wanted me, you know what I mean? But Afeni, she was awesome.
She loved you.
Oh, my God.
She took you in. She was like, come here.
Oh, my God. When I first met her, it was downtown at a court hearing, and I'd already been working on the estate for a few months, and she was going to come to this court hearing because when Tupac died, he died without a will, so everything had to be approved by the court. So there were no producer agreements. There was no songwriter split agreements. There was none of that stuff. So I had to work with Afeni to get all that stuff done. And Tupac's assistant her name was Molly. So she ended up, and she still works for the estate. So she was very fundamental to us because she knew where everything was. All the unreleased recordings. She knew who all the contributors were. Like all these things that were in complete disarray. And the record company was holding all this money because none of the agreements were signed. So they couldn't pay anybody. So Afeni, I would learn, this is how I learned how to do producer agreements. You ready? Because I was interning. They didn't give a shit about teaching me.
Yeah.
So I signed up for a class with this music lawyer named Don Passman, who was teaching a class at University of Southern California downtown.
Okay.
So if I wasn't waiting table, I waited tables Thursday, Friday, and Sunday brunch. So on Tuesday night, the class was in downtown LA. So I would drive from my internship to downtown LA to take his music business class. He wrote the book, All You Need to Know About the Music Business.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I sat in the front row, and I took his book, and I took that class, and I took notes. And I would tell Afeni about the class, and she'd be like, fax those pages to me of that man's book. So I'd be faxing her Xeroxing pages, faxing them into her. At the time, she lived in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Okay.
So we would learn together. You know what I mean? Like, she was awesome. And the guy at the time, when I was working for him, I was his intern, he was just negotiating these deals, and I was like, this is the last thing this woman wants is someone negotiate. Like, she's in charge. Like, this is she is in charge. You got to give her the tools so she understands the tools, and then she makes all the decisions. So right off the bat, I would just, be literally, understanding how it was all working. And then I would tell her how it would work, and then she would just take over. And I was like her Scrappy in the back, just writing all the things down and getting all the agreements done. That was my mentor.
So you guys really kind of built up each other together.
Yeah, well, she convinced me to open my firm.
Wow, really?
Oh, my God. Okay.
Wait, how old were you when you opened your firm?
Well, I went to law school late. So I went to law school when I was 28, and I passed the bar when I was 30. I got past the bar when I was 31.
Okay.
I got sober at 32, so that was a whole thing.
Hey, now.
So I was interning. But basically, what happened is, as I got sober because I had a very deep alcohol addiction. Okay. And when I met Afeni downtown at that court hearing, she started dropping all these when I'd say, I love you, you're so amazing, you did the free breakfast program in the Bronx when you ran the Harlem chapter of the Black Panther Party and all these things. And she'd be like, oh, well, girl, I just do one day at a time, and I got to just let go and let God. And she was dropping all these slogans from the rooms of recovery. And I go, oh, are you in recovery? She goes, girl, I'm 13 years off crack cocaine. I'm a crack addict.
Damn.
I go, I'm 90 days sober. I'm in recovery too.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, I love you. And she's hugging me. Meanwhile, the guy I was interning for was freaking out that I'm saying this in public.
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah, he was horrified.
Damn.
But she and I connected over that. And we were so connected. So for years, she would tell me, you need to open your own firm. I'm like sober 10 minutes, and I've been practicing law 12 minutes.
No, but she knew. She saw what everybody else didn't see. And you guys, that whole situation, just the whole story just seems really ordained. It just makes sense. It was boom. And then you opened up your firm.
Yeah, in 2001, she convinced me. This is what happened. She, when I opened my firm, she had a record company because she had gotten control and ownership of all Tupac's unreleased recordings.
Oh, okay.
From Death Row Records. She gotten control of them.
Yeah.
So she had an office at Interscope Records, Amaro Entertainment, which was Tupac's record company. So she had an office there.
Yeah.
So that's what I moved into when I opened my law office.
Okay.
I didn't even have an office. She's like, you're going to work out of my office, baby. That's my motherfucking office. You're going to work there.
You can be up in here too with her.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was there. So I worked out of the Interscope Records office until I could find office space. And I would ask people about office space. How does somebody get office space?
Right.
And I would go to my rooms of recovery and share about it. And one time, the mayor of West Hollywood was also in the rooms of recovery with me, John Duran, and he says to me, oh, I just left a law firm in the 9000 Sunset Building right up the street. They have a whole bunch of empty space. I'll give you the guy's number. Call him up. I bet he'd rent an office to you.
Yeah.
Here Here we are.
This is the same office from
Yes.
2001?
Yes.
Okay, girl. I love that. No, you're, and then too, how many years have you been sober now?
I'll be 27 in April.
You got real good commitment. That is commitment.
No, that is God.
And that.
That is self-care.
And God.
That
and
is
love.
God, manifestation,
Wow.
creating my own destiny, like
Yeah.
what you do. You manifest these things in your life.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, you're not giving anybody away your power.
No.
You're doing it.
Well, that's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grew up like that.
That's so
You know?
crazy. That's so cool. I love
Yeah.
your story.
Well, this is the story. And I moved
I got to
in-
read your book.
Girl, you're going to read the book because you are street smart.
I am.
Succeeding in a man's world.
But I can learn a lot from you.
Yeah, well.
I'm excited.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
T.
I want to read it.
You know, when I moved into the Interscope Records office, I mean, listen, we didn't even use internet back then, okay? This was 2001. We all had, like, AOL accounts, but lawyers weren't using that for stuff. So there was, like, fax machines. So I'd have my assistant run out, because we were in my office at a Faney's place in the record company was in the third floor publicity department.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So every time we're getting a fax, we'd have to go, fax coming through! And my assistant would have to go out at the fax machine and hover over it so no one would come over and look at it. And I'd be like, fax coming through! Stay away!
Yeah.
Stay away!
Oh, my God. Iconic.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then I opened this space probably like a month later. I found this office, but I was there for a month in Santa Monica.
And you've been killing it ever since.
Been trying to kill it ever since.
You ain't trying it.
Well,
You're doing it.
Let me tell you something. She was my PR woman.
Yeah.
Because she'd be like, oh, you got... So when Lisa Left Eye Lopez died from TLC, you know, she was also in Georgia, and Faney was talking to her mother, and she's like, oh, you got to hire Dina LaPolt. So, and it was actually before Lisa passed away, Faney was saying, you have to hire Dina LaPolt. So she told Lisa directly. So I talked to Lisa a lot, you know, and that was unfortunate. But, you know, Faney was my biggest PR person.
Yeah. She was like supporting you and letting you know, like letting other people know about you.
Oh, yeah. And she wouldn't take shit. So, you know, here's the thing. She knew I was her protector. So the best part about it is that she'd be in a meeting because she was that bitch. She was that power bitch. I mean, this woman represented herself on over 100 felony charges in 1969 and got herself acquitted. Did you know that?
No.
She was one of the Black Panther 21s.
Yeah, no, I knew that, but I'm like,
She
got
represented
herself. She represented herself?
Yes, she did. So so all the Panthers were men except for two women, her and Joan Bird. So they got all the leftover public defenders because the men got the biggest public.
Well, yeah.
So she was like, no, I'm not going to use this person because this girl has a squeaky voice. And if I'm going to go away for the rest of my life, like she was facing 370 years in prison.
Oh, wow.
So she's like, if I'm going to go to prison for the rest of my life, then the last voice these motherfuckers are going to hear is my own voice.
Yeah.
So she started studying for herself in the Women's Correctional Facility in New York, preparing for her trial.
Yeah.
So she finally, she tells people that all these nice white church ladies from upstate New York raised her bail money.
Okay.
To get her out on bail. One of them was my mother.
Wow.
Little did I know that.
Oh,
okay?
you didn't even know?
Oh, no. I was like 3 years old.
Oh,
I mean, I
my
remember going to
God.
rallies with my mother.
Yeah.
My mother would go. We'd go to protests and stuff. Growing up, we always did.
Yeah.
But, yes. So my mother was like, yeah, she helped
That's
raise
so full circle.
Full circle. First of all, you know, T, so many people say to me, this is very interesting. People say to me, Dina, you know, my mother used to say, you know how I would find my daughter on the playground? I'd look for all the black kids. And then
Because you were over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my childhood friend, Ginny, came to visit me last week. And I've known her since growing up.
Yeah.
And she asked me, she goes, why do you think, because she comes into my world, she hasn't seen my life, she's from my upstate town.
Okay.
She says, oh my God, this is exactly how I would think that you would be. You know, a lot, like my kids are black and a lot of people that work here, people of color, my client. She's like, this is like how you were growing up.
Yeah.
And she's like, have you ever thought about like why you've always been like this? And I've known her my whole 58 years I've been alive.
What do you think it is?
You know, we used to drive during Easter from New York to Florida because my mother's parents lived in Florida.
Okay.
I remember that my mother on a beach in Florida, I don't remember what happened, but I remember the result. My mother had pulled a whites only sign off a water fountain on the beach in Florida, and they called the police. And my mother took me and my brother and sister to the Black Beach to be safe because my dad was freaking out. The police were coming.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was going to mitigate the harm, so my mother took us to the Black Beach.
Yeah.
We were safe at the Black
Right.
Beach.
Yeah.
So I said to Ginny, I go, I think that's where I've always found my safety.
Yeah.
That's my, like when you, like I've done a lot of shadow work and inner child work.
Yeah.
That's my safety pocket.
Wow.
Like I think as like as an ally, like I can get on a bus, I could go into Disneyland. I mean, I am the first person to be uncomfortable if it's white. My Black friends, they're used to it because it's a white, you know what I mean? But I get very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But that's where my safe space is.
I can feel you on that. Being Black and white is like always kind of like been, it's like good and bad, you know, it has its things, but like it's crazy that you say that. Like you remember there being like a sign that says like white people only. Like it was not that long ago.
No.
Like
No.
that's so crazy to me.
Do you know 1965 is when the Civil Rights Act was signed, and I was born in 66. You know, I mean, and I grew up in a very progressive town in upstate New York. The entire town is named after Sojourner Truth.
Right. That's
because she lived there as a free Black woman before slavery was even abolished. And the whole town is named after her, you know, and I grew up there, and that's my parents, and it's a very progressive town. So I wasn't really subjected to a lot of like racism growing up. I was subjected more to a patriarchal system. That was more subjected to that because in my town, everybody was a man. The police chief was a man. The mayor was a man. The principals was a man. That was, you know, but the town is a college town. So there was always a lot of like, you know, my teachers in high school had long hair and Birkenstock, and there was a lot of women of color that worked there and a lot of college students. So, but, you know, I wasn't really subjected to that until I got older and went to college. And then I was like, the first time I ever heard the N-word is I was walking with my bass player, who was this woman named Michelle, and someone screamed that out the window. And I was fucking like horrified.
Yeah.
I was and she's like, girl, I'm used to that.
Yeah,
I was like, what is going on? Yeah. And it's still a thing. Like there's, you know, I tell people all the time,
It's
like.
definitely still a thing.
It's still a thing.
Yeah.
And it's just getting worse, I feel.
You think?
I feel like it's getting worse. I mean, with the like all the DEI programs being abolished and everything. I mean, this is like, I know in this country, that's when change is effectuated. Is that when things are so far backwards, it takes the uprising. That's the resilience. That's the tattoo I have on my arm.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
A famous.
You're tatted. Oh, I never known.
Oh, girl, I was a musician. Yeah. Yeah.
I told you. I knew you were a rock star.
Yeah, this one says you can kill a revolutionary, but you can't kill a revolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
So
that.
I just feel like, you know, like as women that are doing their own thing, we have to set that example for people. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, I agree.
And you're doing that. I mean,
Thank you.
Oh, you are so doing it. You know, you look around and you see like at times it is a patriarchy system, and you see at times it's not fair at all for people of color. You know, but you take your career by the balls, literally, and you're unapologetic of the things that you want to do.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah,
You gotta be. If you're gonna make a difference in this world and you're gonna stand up for what's right,
right.
you gotta be unapologetic about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're a good mentor for these young girls out there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a mentorship. I was doing it naturally, just like with people, I feel like in my life. But then, like, you know, somebody approached me and was like, I would love for you to mentor me. I'll pay you. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. And I mean, I definitely feel like I've definitely helped out when it comes to, like, just getting women to the next level, whether it's just, business, but also like spiritual as well.
Yeah.
But you too, you've also done that.
Yeah.
Mentoring and
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
I love it. I used to teach this class at UCLA
Oh,
for
really?
20 years.
What?
Yes, Samantha, who you met,
Yeah.
Samantha Bullock, she took my class 15 years ago. That's
Oh
how
my
I know her.
God. I love that.
She was
You keep people.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I'll be like, if I find a good motherfucker, I'm gonna keep them forever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I keep people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm a keeper of
I
people.
love that.
Even lawyers that don't work here anymore
Yeah.
are still my people.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing for me. If you don't gotta be my assistant no more if you don't want to. Bitch, I still love you. You're still my friend, girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
That's
I'm
what
a
it's
keeper of
about.
people.
Keeping good people around
Yeah.
you.
So when I
Yeah.
was teaching this class, I met Samantha. She was working at the time, I think, for Capitol Records.
Oh, okay.
And my class was an extension class at UCLA. It was It was legal and practical aspects of the music business. So it was 12 weeks. So people in the class that not only people that were in UCLA School of Law or UCLA at the Herb Alpert School of Music,
Okay.
those students would also register. But 70% of the class were people already working in the music industry.
Oh,
That
wow.
took the class for a
So they
competitive
knew
edge.
that they were going to learn more
Oh,
than
yeah.
what they already knew.
Oh, yeah. Like there were lawyers that took the class. There were
Yeah.
like a lot of my colleagues would send their assistants, new managers that would send their new day-to-days, business managers that would just hire new business managers. They'd say, you need to take
Go
Dina's
take
class.
class.
See,
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Universal Music Publishing would pay for their people to take the class.
Oh, wow.
At the time, if you wanted to take the class, you would go into the head of business affairs at the time was Robert Allen, and he'd say, oh, yeah, we'll pay for the class.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Obviously, that's like, you're like a legend.
And you want to know something else? These big executives that I didn't know, and I didn't have any connection to these people, Fanny would be like, bitch, ask them to talk in your class. Like, listen, for me, like, I'm in my fourth quarter. That's what I tell people. Like, for me, I need my peace and my serenity. And I got my twin boys that are amazing.
Yeah, they're so cute.
And I'm very close to my ex-wife. We're very close. But at the end of the day, like, I am married to my work.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very much into astrology, and I want to ask you about that in a second.
Okay.
But some people fall on the Capricorn side of the axis, and some people fall on the Cancer side of the axis. And the people that fall on the Cancer side of the axis, they find their security and their safety in family and home life and stuff like that. And I find a lot of like where they find their joy and their happiness. And for me, like I've always gotten so much gratification from my work. Like I fall on the Capricorn side of the axis. It gives me so much fulfillment.
Yeah.
Like I love my kids, of course, and I love my family, but it makes me feel alive
Right.
when I'm in my element.
Okay. I hear you.
You know?
Yeah.
In my element.
In your vibe.
In my vibe. And that's
Yeah.
when my frequency is high, when I'm like when I'm a protector. Like that's why I love being a lawyer
yeah.
and having, because I am
And you're good at it.
Oh,
you're good at
don't
it.
fuck with my people.
Okay.
Do
yeah.
not fuck with my people. You know what I mean? Because I will come at you. Like, and I love my work and, and I just feel like, like learning about my planets and my sign and my astrology chart, it just really showed me like some of the things I have natural strengths for and some of the things I have like, I knew I had weaknesses. Like, you're into astrology?
Yeah, I am.
What is your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, yeah.
What are
you're an
you?
air sign. I'm a Gemini.
Oh, yeah.
So
We do
that's
good.
why we love each other.
Yeah. We do good. We do great.
What's your
Yeah.
rising sign?
My rising, I think I'm a Taurus rising.
Ooh.
I could be wrong, though.
Oh, fashion forward.
Let me check. I have
You
this
gotta
app.
check.
Do you know this app called CoStar?
Yes, that's what I have,
Oh,
girl.
oh, okay. So then we can compare and contrast.
Yes.
Yes.
Co-star.
And I just found out also what that MC is. What does that stand for?
Oh.
It's like who you show up as in your career.
Oh, no, I don't know about
Okay,
that.
I have to tell you.
Okay, you
I
got
have
to
to
tell
look
me about
into
that.
it.
Yeah.
But
Is your
it's lame.
rising sign Taurus, your ascendant, or is your moon?
that's
What's
what I'm
your-
trying to remember. I'm
Yeah,
trying
go
to
into
see.
CoStar.
Oh, my chart. Here's my chart. So my ascendant is Taurus.
Taurus, rising sign. What's your
Okay.
moon in?
Then my moon is Aquarius.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
some powerful shit.
Yeah.
So listen to this. Yes. So your sun sign is Virgo. So that's your that's your attributes.
Right.
So that's the stuff you are. Like you're a Virgo. I'm a Gemini. So we are fluid. We can multitask. All these things. We have. We can manage a lot of things at one time. That's our intrinsic. That's what we are.
Yeah.
And then your rising sign is how the world sees you. So your rising sign is Taurus.
Yeah.
Fashion forward, stable, spiritual. My rising sign is Scorpio.
Oh.
So
That's
I walk in a
strong.
room. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my rising sign. That's how the world sees me.
Yeah.
And then the moon, our moon is how we process our emotions.
Oh, okay.
So my moon is Gemini. So
Your moon is Gemini too?
Yes.
Oh, double Gemini.
Oh, girl, when I'm upset, I will tell your bitch ass.
Yeah, you're
I'm
emotional.
fucking upset, and I'm done with it, and I move on. Some
Okay.
people hold on to that shit, and I'm like, girl,
I
that's
got
like
time for that.
drinking poison, hoping somebody else dies. Move that shit. Keep
Here, have a sip. Yeah, no. Gemini's gonna throw it in someone's face for sure.
So I'm process
Yeah.
my emotions very quickly, and I
Good.
move the fuck on.
Yeah.
In and out. And you have, your moon is in what?
What did it say?
Aquarius. Aquarius.
Ain't that emotional too?
That is another air sign.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. You also are quick to process things and move on.
That's the one with the wind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'll just
And
I'll
I
go with the
learned all
wind.
about my chart, which you'll learn in your CoStar app. But when I first got sober, I was seeing this clarikinetic, and her name is Caroline Gadamu. I'm going to have her on the podcast. She's an
Okay.
astrologist. Well, she's a clarikinetic, which means she reads energy. So there's like 5 clairs:
Oh.
clairvoyant, clairsentient, someone that's smells, like clairvoyant is images. Anyway, so she reads energy.
Can she see the colors?
No, that's the other type of. That's another.
okay. I don't know.
That's one of the clairs.
Yeah.
One of them. But
Oh, okay.
she reads energy.
Okay.
So literally, like, she's been like, that person's not going to pass the bar, so don't put a lot. And I'm like, she's
Ooh, she be
definitely.
telling you.
Oh, for 26,
I like
26
her.
years, girl. She's been telling me.
Ooh.
Oh, she'd say, do not put all your eggs in this. She'd pass the bar. She'd say, has not passed the bar. She has passed the bar. These two passed the bar. Da-da-da. She's been telling me. Even when when our kids were being born, our kids were supposed to be born April 8th. And they were literally, she told me, she goes, oh, no, they're not Aries kids. And I'm like, I thought like, okay, this time I'm going to get her wrong. She's going to get it wrong.
Right.
Like, here's the sonogram. She goes, I don't care what that says. She goes, no, they're not Aries kids. They're Pisces kids.
Oh.
And I go, it's a boy and a girl. And she's like, no, it's not. There's 2 boys.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
she knew.
I go, no, this is the sonogram. She goes, no, they're 2 boys. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm having a transgender child.
You didn't know.
Until the kids were born.
Yeah.
And the doctor says, baby B is a boy. And my ex-wife
Aw.
and I go, oh my God.
The lady was right. Oh my
Anyway,
God.
what she did is she learned, like, she fine-tuned her clairsentient skills through astrology.
Yeah.
So she would learn, so she taught me my chart. And I found out that when I was born, at the exact minute I was born, because we all have 12 houses, and the exact minute you're born, exact second you're born, you have planets in each of those 12 houses that means something.
Yeah.
And when she sat with me, I just turned a year sober. And she said to me, looking at my chart, what do you do for a living? And I was still waiting tables at the time, interning for free, but very proudly I said, I'm an entertainment lawyer. And she said, that's a great career for you. Amazing. Because in your 8th house of other people's money, royalty, and income, you have the planet Jupiter, which is the good luck money planet. And you also have the planet Mercury, which is the planet of communication. And you have the sun. And wherever the sun is good.
Yeah.
That's a great, great career for you. Follow your instincts.
Yeah.
And I go, really? And at the time, Afeni had been arguing with my boss a lot. And I always didn't understand why he didn't see her way. So I was like, man, And I started arguing with him at work. I'd be like, well, that's not what we should do. He's like, well, I've been practicing law 20 years and you've been practicing law like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't care. This doesn't feel right.
You knew.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I learned a lot about my astrology chart. Really helped me.
I love like all the people that you've curated in like your circle to like, and now you still have them in your life and where you are today.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's really inspiring.
Oh, yeah. I talk to Fanny's sister all the time, Aunt Chloe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
If there's anybody in the world that you could have dinner with, who would it be?
It would be, dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
It would be my aunt that passed away Christmas Eve.
Wow.
I would see her again and I would have dinner with her.
When did she pass away?
I think I was about 7 years old, but she was like a mom to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So her.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
What about you?
My mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mother. She passed away in 2022. If I could have dinner with her one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was recent too.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing?
It's okay. I mean, I feel her a lot. My mother was the queen of reinventing herself, and she was a community leader. So doing the book, doing this podcast, empowering women, these are things my mother wants me to do.
Then you're in the right
I
space.
could feel her in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up and keep going.
I love it.
Yeah.
She's here with you always.
Yes, she is. Tell everybody how they could reach you.
You guys can follow me on Instagram. Hi, my name's Tee. Everywhere is the same. Just look me up. Hi, my name's Tee.
And you have been in the Stiletto Room with Tee. Peace.
My